Okay, are we back? I think we're back. I think we're good. I don't know what the hell that was. But I still don't show anything as live for some reason. Very confused right now. One sec. My streaming software is saying I'm streaming. YouTube is saying that I'm not. So. Okay, now it says I'm streaming. Let's try this again. What a pain in the butt. Sorry, guys. One sec. Technical difficulties. It seems. There we go. Alright, I think we're back now. Whew. So as I was saying, I know that I had mentioned on my channel update video, now my chat's gone. What the hell? There we go. Jesus, what a mess. I had mentioned about running Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines for a group on YouTube, which I still plan to do. I just am waiting for my players to figure out.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir.
What they can and can't do.
Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
So in the meantime, I'm actually still planning on Ravenloft one shot for home campaign. But getting back to the theme is I have a ton of Fallout miniatures from Wasteland Warfare. Love that game. Behind on a couple expansions. I haven't got Nuke World or Capital Wasteland yet. I have the entire New Vegas expansion unassembled. Still haven't finished Commonwealth expansion though. Yeah, so I'm working on a 2D20 RPG campaign for that. So, overheard your argument. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Huh.
Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him?
Yes.
That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount.
I'll take a discount.
Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get
Way
on the
my
good
options.
side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside.
Same.
There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Noted.
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me. There's always something interesting going on.
Hell yeah, there
But
is.
the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Primm, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Got a special discount for you, after what you've done for
Very
us.
good. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing that I want.
Be careful out there.
Okay. So. Must be. Oh, yeah, he's that back. Why not?
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
I don't really want to play Caravan, and I'm gonna be honest, never learned how to play in these games. Don't really care about it.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I can handle all of them in a gunfight. My caravan was on the return trip from California, and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back.
Noted.
You've got my word. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in. Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with.
Nope.
A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me. I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in. I'll be waiting.
Sweet.
Howdy. I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Too dangerous. Sorry. Bad. Welcome. Yup.
Alright, so Easy Pete basically told us to fuck off.
Howdy. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the Powder Gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. Look. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and... The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mis-
I did not mean to click. But,
Twice.
oh well.
Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Take it easy now.
Yeah, sure. You're all just condemning us to die, but I'll take it easy. Alright, let's get Doc Mitchell to tell us now. He's what, here? Yeah, he's here.
Welcome back. I had hoped you... Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone.
Fact.
Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. You take care now.
Thanks, Doc. Alright, now we gotta go talk to Trudy. Is that her? Yes.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. That does sound like a good plan. Alright, you seem to know what you're doing, so you can count me in. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating.
Sweet.
While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
Let's see. Was it? It was speech that I needed, right? We'll just say that. Put that up to 20. See if we can convince him. No.
You looking to buy some supplies? This again? Like I said. Look, you're
Shit,
bringing
there's
this
barter,
on
not
yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved.
Not speech.
But hey, I'm sure you...
Shit.
Take it easy now.
Shit, I forgot how to do this. Oh, yeah. Shit. Where'd he go? Oh. He's up there.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready. All right, I'm ready.
Time to look alive. The Powder Gangers are here to play.
Where the hell did you come from?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near...
I wonder if I should... Great. There went my cover. Good. I'm glad. Fantastic. Take all his shit.
owe you a huge favor.
Yeah, you do.
Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Thanks, Ringo.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Noted. Did I am I hurt? What happened? There was another one, wasn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's number 6. There he is. We're gonna go sell some shit.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope
Fuck
it doesn't
you, buddy.
bite us in the ass later on. Can do.
Right, so let's sell some stuff. Let's sell this. Sell that. Sell that.
Another satisfied customer.
Yeah, I took all your money, bro.
Take it easy now.
Okay.
Thanks again for all your help. Yeah.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Good Springs in the future.
Yeah, well.
Sure. What do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Noted.
If you want to know anything else. Until next time.
Do I have like a gurney or something I could sleep on? Gotta get some of that daylight, you know? Don't want to travel a wasteland in the dark. So I don't think, it doesn't look like my texture pack loaded. Or my, well, yeah, my texture pack, really. Which is frustrating. I spent most of my morning trying to learn how to mod this stuff, only to have it not work in the end. So I... F, that's what it was. Okay. Let's, see what kind of gear we got. Oh, that'll work. Save this while I'm thinking about it. I'm not saying we're wearing the same hat, but in my headcanon, we're wearing the same hat. Off the prim. Got his ass. Fuck is that? Barton Thorn.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey.
Can you help me? My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die. Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail. You will? Thank you for help.
You know, I really wish I'd paid attention to what he was saying. Well, that's no good.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash out there, after I deal with you.
Now let's kill this motherfucker.
Found you. Come on!
Jerk. I knew that was going to happen. Actually, I've never run into Barton Thorn before, believe it or not. So, you know, there's that. Well, what stash? I didn't see a stash up here. Oh, there it is. Oh. Apparently I've injured myself. Oh, I didn't even look to see what was in there, I just kind of took it. As we were. Oh, there's the road. Jesus. It's like, where the hell did the road go? Found it. There's another one, I think. I have to go through all my shotgun ammo. These freaking geckos, man. Alright, I think we're going to make it up here to Primm, and then we're probably going to hop off. So I got to get up super goddamn early tomorrow for work, so I don't have a whole lot of time today. Sweet. We've discovered Primm. Let's save it again, just for good measure. And that will be that. I'll hop on tomorrow at some point. I'm thinking probably. We'll see. But probably. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you on the flip side.